Today I'm bringing with you guys a quick interview with my guy ChristianTheBarber, and you know he's a young aspiring barber. He really is a barber. He's 16 years old. He's still in high school, but he took it upon himself to get a whole barbershop in his garage. He's got the chair, he's got the setup, and made it happen. Here he is. Let's walk. I'm here with ChristianTheBarber. It's a blessing to have him here with me right now. You know, a lot of young barbers, they want to know how to get started, and some people kind of hesitate, you know. I remember I made a post on my Instagram, let me find it, where I basically said, let me tell you a story about a kid I met named Christian, and he's trying to become a barber the usual way, so he took it in his own hands, and you know, he gave hundreds of haircuts to friends each month, and he got a chance. He knew if he could, he'd be great. And he turned his garage into a barbershop, but he knew his dreams would go farther than the garage. So he went to his first hair show and he asked me, do you have any advice for an upcoming barber? And I told him, everything you want is attainable, and your dreams are probably a lot closer than you think, you know, so just keep getting better every trip. So getting started as a young barber, like, what's the first hurdles that you had to overcome, you know what I mean?
Not caring what people think and just keep going. You can't give up when someone says your haircut's trash, because you know in a few months it's not, you need to get better and better every trip. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly, every trip.
I feel like everybody that's done it, you know what I mean, they had to start in that first stage where you're just messing people up. So you're kind of going through your own barber school right now, because I feel like in barber school the people are pretty much signing up for, like, all right, this person's not a professional yet, they're still getting their practice in, so I'm paying a lower fee so I can, you know what I mean, get this haircut from a student barber. But since you're like not in barber school yet, you're kind of just jumping into it. You're putting yourself, you know, you're holding yourself accountable for your results. What, is there any other hurdles you feel like?
Prices. How to first, like, when you first had to tell someone, oh, it's like $5,
okay,
8.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm at 14 right now, but it just keeps going up.
For sure. Zay talked about how he charged $3 in the garage.
Yeah, I know. I watched that video.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the thing. Barbers are starting at a ridiculously young age these days. Cause I'll ask someone, like, when did you first start cutting hair? They're like 12 or like 10 years old. I'm like, what? Who gave you the clippers? But me personally, I started when I was 15. I didn't take it seriously until I was like 18. So how's your experience been? Like, when did you first pick up the clipper?
So, I had a corner in my bathroom, and my brother needed a haircut. I'm like,
the Con Air?
Yeah, let me cut your hair.
Okay.
He's like, nah, dude. I'm like, please. He's like, all right, look. So I gave him a haircut. It was bad, but like not that bad. So then I gave him like 3, 4 people made fun of him. So he's like, you're not cutting my hair no more. I'm like, I'll give you $20 if I can cut your hair.
What?
Okay. So that night, before watching tutorials all night. In the morning, I gave him a haircut, I gave him a taper, and it came out, you know, decent for me.
Right.
And then people were like, oh, okay, like, you're getting kind of good. So I told my mom, buy me this $100 clipper at Sally's. She's like, no, I don't even know how to cut hair. I said, please, it's $100. That's all I'll ever ask for again.
Yeah, you gotta be a salesman.
Okay. So I got that, made my profit off of that, and I just kept going from there. I just kept cutting people, more people came in. Yeah. That's how it all started.
So it was the kind of word of mouth.
Exactly.
Like people would see the haircuts?
Yeah.
Right. So what age was that?
14.
14, that's what I mean. These barbers are starting young. I feel like it's a part of the new generation, you know, you can just take control of your destiny. No one can really tell you can't, you know, practice on your friends.
Exactly.
So, when it comes to, you know, talking to your parents, how did you go about, like, convincing them and letting them know that you were so all in?
Well, they just started seeing the progress themselves, and they're like, okay, like, he's getting people, he's getting paid for it, he's doing good. He's giving my son free haircuts, my brother's giving my brother free haircuts, so it's good. They didn't complain at all.
Okay. I know you have the garage barbershop. When you showed me the pictures, I'm gonna throw the pictures on the video. You'll see those. But when you showed me those, I was pretty surprised. You know, just the investments. How much do you think you invested total?
On my life or on the new setup?
Yeah, on your new setup. On your new setup.
It was $1,200.
1,200? Okay. How about in your life?
Probably like 2,000-3,000.
There you go. You gotta pay the price. If you want to be a young barber and you want to get on quick, you know what I mean?
But I made that all back in 2 months, so like
you made it all back?
You gotta be going to the best. Yeah, I made it all back.
Wow. Okay. You gotta invest. You're gonna pay the price ahead of time. you know, and then the results will come after.
If you're dedicated, you know that you're gonna get more out of what you can spend.
Word. Another question I wanted to ask you, we talked at the hair show about Instagram and like social media and things, and just how to grow. You know, as a young barber, you want your message and your voice. Once you find that voice, you know, you found this new skill, you just want to share it with more people. How have you gone about like doing that? I know we talked about the Instagram videos.
Well, you taught me how to do Instagram videos, and you see now the Barber post posted it, sickest barbers. You see that?
Yeah, and they have a couple million, I think.
Exactly. You know, first I'm like, when's the video gonna blow up? When's the video gonna blow up? Like, you just gotta be patient. You gotta be hungry, and your time's gonna come. Like when I saw that notification out of school, I'm like, what the hell just happened?
So you just got your first, you got your first repost, and your notifications went crazy.
That was crazy.
Okay. Now a lot of people don't get those. Like me personally, I remember like wanting to get those reposts. I was hungry for a repost.
I'm like, where's my repost? And then like out of nowhere, I didn't even like ask for a repost, and I just see the video up. I'm like, no way! Like this is my video. I was telling everyone, and then all I see at the end of the day, it got 100,000 views. And then the next day, the Barber post posted it, and it got even more views.
The Barber post, okay. My first repost wasn't until a few months ago. So that just shows you how fast, you know, it doesn't matter at what point you learn things. Once you apply it, you'll see the results. I didn't even apply, you know, these Instagram viral post methods until I got here to California, like at the Barber Hair Studio. And before that, I was doing like a before clip of like 15 seconds of just the hair nappy, you know what I mean? And then a few seconds, like, all right, here's the finished cut. I was really taking the wrong approach. So just by changing one thing, I was able to change the results. Did you notice that same effect, like your views every time you post?
Every time I post, the views get more and more up. Because you gotta learn, when I first started, like the videos weren't that catchy, and you just keep going and going. It's like, you gotta put effort into it. Like you can't just put out, I need a video today and let me post a haircut real quick. Yeah. You gotta like get something that's gonna catch someone's attention.
Catch attention, for sure. Okay, we're 8 minutes in. Hold on. Okay,
so like, you can't give up and you can't care what other people think. For example, one of our counselors came into our classroom yesterday, and she's like, okay, look up careers. And everyone was looking up careers, and then kid next to me didn't know what he was gonna do. Another kid next to me, he's like, oh, putting all these jobs, and I was just like, I put barber. And then I see the salary wage, and that makes me laugh. And then the counselor comes by and I'm done. She's like, what are you doing? Look up everything. I'm like, I already have a set career for my life. And she's like, no, you don't. Like, look up more things. I'm like, I don't need to look up more things. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. And then she's like, and my mom works at the school. She's like, want me to call your mom? I'm like, go ahead. Like, I already know what I'm gonna do. She's like, well, do you know anything about this industry? I'm like, yes. And then she's like, oh, well, you're gonna work out of your garage the rest of your life? And I just told her to be quiet, and I told her to leave. I said, I make more money than you already, and you're just...
Okay, so see...
I told her, just wait in 10 years, and I'll be back here, I'll show you what's up.
Okay. You gotta remember that moment. I'm glad we documented it. I feel like that never scared me. I did a term paper on like the history of barbershops, and my teacher showed me the wage. For when I checked it, it was like $26,000.
$25,000.
$25,000? So it's went down.
She didn't say anything about it. She just kept rolling her eyes. She looked at it closely, like she was trying to make it obvious. And I said, that number didn't scare me. Because that's what I make right now, and I'm only in high school, and that's not even, it's a part-time for me because I still got school.
Yeah, and you're in sports too, correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So this man right here, ChristianTheBarber, is he's facing obstacles not only when he first started, you know what I mean, people talking about his haircuts, but now he goes to school, and when they ask him for a career, he says he wants to be a barber. And you know, his teachers don't take him serious. They thought it was a joke, you know, and that number is gonna scare a lot of people. But if you have that belief in yourself, you know what I mean, you're gonna do anything. The one thing I would always say is like, once you have a mentor, once you have a proven path that works, and you can follow it, and you see others are succeeding, and you apply it, you know, and it works for you, just run with it. Go all in. Like, now isn't the time to be, you know, putting rims on your car, putting tinted windows, you know what I mean? It's the time to go all in. Like, you have a dream to be a barber. Exactly. You want to own a shop. Get 17 shops. Go all out. Yeah. Dang, that's really surprising. I never had an experience like that where a teacher, you know what I mean? Do you think that's gonna drive you?
Yeah, I mean, it just motivates me.
It just motivates you. Right on. So this is a series on YouTube where we're just trying to give you guys as much game and information as possible. I'm really stretching myself to think bigger and act quicker. I want to motivate you guys to do the same.
Yep.
I hope you're inspired by the story.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. You just gotta go get it.
Exactly.
Right on.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter what age you are. Young barbers, if you guys, if you have any questions or any videos you want to see, let me know what you think about the video. Comment below. It's Jay Faded. This is Christian the Barber. Appreciate you having you on the show, bro. Peace.